Pressing. Pressing, also called peine forte et dure, strong and hard punishment. It wasn't technically an execution. It was torture designed to force a plea. Here's how it worked. If you refused to plead guilty or not guilty, you couldn't be tried. But you also couldn't be released. So they laid you on the ground, placed a wooden board across your chest. Then they piled stones on top, one by one. The weight increased slowly, over hours, sometimes days. The goal was to make you plead, to force you into the legal system so they could try and convict you. If you pleaded, the stones were removed. Then you'd be hanged or burned like everyone else. If you didn't plead, you were crushed to death. Giles Corey, Salem, Massachusetts, September 1692, 80 years old. He was accused of witchcraft along with his wife Martha. She pleaded not guilty. She was convicted. She was hanged. Giles refused to plead. They pressed him for 3 days. September 17th, 18 and 19, 1692. They laid him in a field near the Salem jail, placed a board on his chest, started adding stones. Witnesses said he barely spoke. When the sheriff demanded a plea, Giles said 2 words, more weight. They added more stones. His ribs cracked, his chest collapsed. He repeated it. More weight. On the 3rd day, September 19th, 1692, Giles Corey died, crushed under the stones. He never entered a plea. He was never convicted. And because he was never convicted, his property couldn't be seized. It passed to his sons-in-law. Giles Corey chose 3 days of agony to protect his family's inheritance. He's the only person in American history to be pressed to death. But pressing was used across Europe for centuries: England, France, Germany. Hundreds of people crushed for refusing to plead. The last recorded pressing in England was in 1741. A man named John Weeks refused to plead to robbery. They pressed him for 7 minutes. He died. After that, English law was changed. Refusing to plead was treated as a guilty plea. But for centuries, silence could literally crush you. Giles Corey's last words weren't a confession. They were defiance. More weight. Would you stay silent to protect your family or plead to end the pain? Comment more weight if this story haunts you. Follow for more execution methods from the witch trials.